So we're Jibal Group. We're over 50 years old company, which does play equipment, as you see, made from wood and steel. Also, we do flooring, we do shade structure. They're not here, but this is what we do. We do skate park, pump track, paddle courts, and many other items for outdoor recreational areas. So we work with schools, we work with parks, anything that has to do with entertainment, we do work on it.
Hi guys, this is Fsb Sports. I'm the CEO of Fsb Sports. My name is Shadab Karim. We are here in Saudi Arabia, Fsb Riyadh. We are exhibiting here in Riyadh. Very nice. I really love the place. I really love the people. Come on, I'll show you what all this is. So we got, you can see the paddle courts, pickleball courts, tennis courts, jogging track, cycle track, athletic track. So you can read all those things. It's a part of sports surfacing we do. We do have a wellness series from the US Hot Spring brand, and we have world #1 swimming wellness too. So this is a part of wellness. We got sports surfaces and paddle club. So that's all, my friend. Thank you.
We are a Rafat company. We are based in Jeddah, a Saudi construction company that specializes in sport facilities and the creation of facilities with all different types of it. Whether it was artificial grass, whether it was paddle grass, whether it was rubber floorings, acrylic floorings, and PU flooring and wood flooring. All different types of sports, whether it was football, basketball, cricket, whatever you need, we can do it. Here we have projects in Neom, we have projects in Red Sea projects, we have projects in Riyadh, we have projects also in the eastern area of Saudi Arabia, all over. Vega turnkey, a turnkey product you can do from A to Z, so that you need the latest.
Presence. May God protect and preserve you.
Yes, we are a sports system company. We are in Saudi Arabia. We are an agent for some European companies such as Sports System, Limonta, and Konica. We are specializing in supply and all type of sports surface and sports equipment. It's Saudi Arabia. Yes.
All right. Welcome to Moscow. Moscow is an American company. We are specialized in sports lighting from the design stage up to the installation. We have done several sports applications in Saudi Arabia, like Johor Stadium. This is the largest stadium in Saudi Arabia. We have done Riyadh Golf, the Riyadh Golf Course. We have done the Formula One track in Jeddah, King Abdulaziz host track in Janadria. We have done some training fields like tennis courts. We are not like just for big stadiums. We do also community and small fields. And recently we have been certified as a FIFA preferred provider for the FIFA quality program.
احنا شركة كبرى صفية للصناعة متواجدين بالمملكة العربية السعودية من عام 2016. متواجدين بالصناعية الثالثة في الدمام، متخصصين في صناعة التوابل الخاصة بالجبن واللوجوت كمان سبيشال كيمنت. احنا صناعة سعودية 100%، معتمدين على ارامكو، سابق، SWCC، شركة كهرباء السعودية، والحمد لله تم التوريد لمعظم الميجا بروجكتس السعوديين الجمعية الجدية اليوم كينج سلمان بار، ومؤخرا تم توريد استاد الدمام، استاد ارامكو.
اسمه سعيد. أنا أفضل المصانع الموجودة في المملكة السعودية، لها أكثر من 40 عام في المملكة، متخصصة في صناعة المواسير الزراعية.
لو حبيت مثلا أتكلم عن procurement.
Okay, 90 Minutes is a Saudi company. I am the distributor for ESA, an English company that produces training devices. I'm distributor in Saudi Arabia. This is my main business. Hopefully, we can expand to better minutes. My company called 90 Minutes, reference to a game, a soccer game. That's 90 minutes.
Show me a lot of their drive to make change. That fueled me in return to come back and to be part of a very impactful community. And I'm gonna leave you with this video. Have a look at what our company is doing, what they have done. We create, we inspire, and we deliver. That is our motto, that is our values. Now, before I dive or highlight our today's topic, I want to talk about why is it important to have a vision that is beyond leveraging mega sport events. How can we go beyond that event? The event of 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days. How can we leverage that? There has to be a beautiful vision behind it with strategic approaches. These mega events are the platform for transformation, for local transformation. That is how we can capitalize on these opportunities. The Kingdom is going to host multiple mega events, and I think it's an opportunity for us to always look into beyond the activity, look into beyond that event. Now, the vision included multiple channels. We serve multiple schools, both simultaneously male and female schools with male and female coaches. It also included workshops, special mini events and mini tournaments. It also included a full day in the Saudi Games. Now, why is this important? During these or throughout these channels, you're able to touch and tap into an area and an audience that will never come to that event. Depending, if it's not football, let's be honest, in Saudi, if it's not football, you need to spend a lot of budget into marketing to get people to come. For the purposes of today's talk, I'm using the WTA Finals in Riyadh 2024. This is a very close and a dear project to me. A lot of people worked on this, a lot of companies worked on this, there were a lot of stakeholders involved. And the most beautiful part of it is the Saudi Tennis Federation had a very ambitious goal. They want to put 1 million rackets into new hands. How many of you here play tennis? That's 5. So it's a very ambitious goal, and it's going to require a lot of effort from, a lot of effort and hard work and entities to collaborate together to be able to achieve this goal. But throughout this presentation, I think we can touch base into that some of that goal will be achieved by 2030, inshallah. Always, once you set a very ambitious goals, it comes with headache. I'm just kidding. It comes with detailed planning. And for me, I looked at operational planning as a very big jigsaw puzzle that looks beautiful at the end. And these pieces are the stakeholders. These pieces are the team, are the project managers. These pieces are your procurement process and whoever you're going to bring on board. These will be the pieces. So if you look at the end result, you'll definitely be able to track back and choose the best partners that will allow you to fit these pieces. And as I always say, you can plan A, plan B, you can plan up to Z, but something wrong will always happen. Something will go not as planned. It's very important and crucial to remain calm, whatever your position is. Trust the process and trust the team. The team will always surprise you. There are so many members and so many individuals who haven't been given an opportunity, and as soon as a problem arises or surfaces, they can surprise you. Stay calm, wait for who is going to initiate or be an initiator in that process. They can help you in the next project. And I think that's the purpose. We're here to learn from each other. So stay calm, please. What is designing flexible facilities for multi-use and grassroots activities? And what is the objective of that actually? To summarize, how can you utilize a major facility from elite sport or elite competition into grassroots and community programs? I need to do this, sorry. Sorry for that. So how can we create and design places and facilities that will automatically and in a beautiful, smooth way transition and transform in serving the community and grassroots development programs? One of the challenges that we face is, and I hope Mr. Paul is still here. Yeah, so the approach was to go into different schools, multiple schools at the same time, what we faced is most of these schools don't have tennis courts. Most of these schools, if they have tennis courts, they're really huge and it's really intimidating for the kids. For anyone to walk into a tennis court and for the first time to hold the racket, it's going to be challenging. So we had to adapt, and what happened is we created mini courts. These mini courts became the solution, and today we see it in multiple sport academies or tennis academies because it's working. Why it's working? It reduced the intimidation of the, oh, this is a big court. How can I get the ball to the other side? Then we use the kids' rackets. We use the softballs. This all became part of the innovation to solve a problem that today we face in most of our sport facilities or multi-use facilities. How many of you know this girl? I'm gonna tell her that. This is Sama al-Bakr. Sama is the youngest ranked Saudi between age 7 to 9. She's been training since she was 5 years old. Now nobody knew about her until before the WTA and throughout the community programs. There was so much exposure for that. Sama was chosen to be the brand ambassador for the Saudi Tennis Federation. I think she's the first and youngest brand ambassador to be chosen for this huge event. Now, how do we achieve integrating this? Bridging aspiration, young, hungry, really talented athletes in our country are waiting for opportunity to have access to superstars, to have access to these elite athletes. So mega sport events will give you that platform. Mega sport events will give you that opportunity to meet them. But it's gonna have to be intentional. We need to design that. We need to be including it within the plan to make a pathway for these young athletes to meet these superstars. Strategy and zone event areas. This is where you make sure throughout the program that the athletes will definitely meet some of these young talented superstars. What we did is we included in the workshops a tour. The brand ambassador of WTA, Judy Marie, was part of these workshops. She used to come and deliver the workshops in most of the schools. This gave access to most of the students, most of the teachers to a superstar. We also brought some of the players who happened to be in the finals. They were part of the tour, they were part of these visits to the schools. So including them within the plan, including them within the process, ensures that these young athletes can meet them. And at the end of the day, they discover they're just human beings, but they have a different mindset, and I think that's what's important. We need to make them sure and get them to see that it's about changing the mindset and then the family support and empowerment. Community connection and inclusion. As I said, it has to be an intentional design to allow these athletes and to allow the whole experience to go through it. And most important as well is to align it with the vision. We always talk about lasting legacy. What are you gonna leave? What is this project gonna produce? What is it gonna impact? How are we gonna measure the impact? And today with 2030 vision, there are so many pillars that we can align with it. So the most important, if you are able to align that project and align that process or that plan with a bigger vision, you'll be able to achieve the legacy you're looking for. At the end, we always say call to action. What is the call to action? I love to say call to collaborative action. It's more powerful when two or 3 or even more entities collaborate to create something that is going to be really impactful. Today we see most of the tennis academies are impacted. Why? They've been exposed throughout 3-4 months prior to the World Finals, which was only 5 days. You cannot create an impact in 5 days, but the community engagement program was throughout 2 to 3 months. You were able to tap and touch base and reach so many families, so many schools, so many PE teachers. Before I end, I have a question. Before you guys start shooting questions at me. Have you heard of the WTA finals? Fantastic. Now I can rest in peace. Thank you so much. That was my time. If you have any questions.
Questions?
If you have no questions, so I can leave and attend Hilal game. Come on, you don't have to do that. I just hey.
Focused into the sport of tennis in terms of the grassroots, or are you diverse into other sports as well? And how long have you guys been in the market as well? And the third thing is, are you only operating in Saudi Arabia or around the region as well?
Beautiful question. Now, I mentioned that for the purpose of today, we're going to take a case study, and I only took one piece of a very big chunk that we do. No, tennis is not the only focus, and we do serve different sports. We've been in the market since 2019, and then Corona just everyone, as we all know. But we survived, we came back stronger. I hope I answered you. Right. Any other questions?
I'll be brief so we can get away from the football. It's amazing to listen to your expansion plans and listening to Paul earlier. Are you guys not collaborating to say, let's make sure there's 10 tennis courts on each school? Amazing. Oh, sorry, I missed that bit. Because that seems a logical fit for both of you.
Thank you so much. I think that's the goal today here, is to find the right partners to be able to create that big picture. 2030 is not going to be achieved by companies working single-handed, by companies trying to prove they can survive and they can do it. Today's the growth is about collaborative connections, collaborative forces. I have something that Mr. Paul would benefit. We have an experience for their audience. We delivered something out of innovation because we had a problem, and we had a very creative team that always hungry to solve problems. And why I said operation is a headache, but if you look at it as a beautiful big picture that is cut into pieces, and your job and my job and everyone's job here, and that's what we're doing every day. We're solving problems. So it doesn't become a headache because there's a beautiful picture and there's a vision. And this is where Paul and I, I'm sure right now we're going to strike a beautiful conversation that will result in a better outcome, inshallah. Thanks for the question, by the way.
Sorry to keep you. I know you want to go on.
No, I'm kidding. Guys, the game is at 10. I have time.
It's Riyadh. We know the traffic. It's okay.
I'll drive fast.
Be careful though. So yeah, my question would be, thank you so much. Your passion really shows in your, congratulations, your passion really shows into your presentation.
I quit a 10-year job for that.
Congratulations. You had the guts to do what many of us may not have to do. But yeah, thank you so much for that. A short, very quick question would be, what are your most common venues that you target to do your activations, events, campaigns, or whatnot?
So The company's role is consultation on strategic level, delivery on events and activation, and this depends on the client. Our clients is either the Ministry of Sport directly, PIF with their acquired IPs, or private companies. Based on that request or based on that, we start tailoring. Is it a mega event? Is it something that is for the community? Is it something that is just a corporate run or a corporate event? So that's where we are. I hope I answered that. I can't hear you. Oh, common venues. No, so today in Saudi, the most challenging thing we have is venues. In anything, we do have open venues, we do have the commercial, but they're not designed for everything. And like today, there was a beautiful question from one of the audience that why is Saudi late for doing such stuff? We are not late. This was not in demand. People became aware of active lifestyle. So this whole transformation created a demand. And that's why we have beautiful projects happening now. That's why we have a lot of companies are in charge of infrastructure. That's why we're going to see a lot of big projects happening. And I love Abdelaziz's answer that we are evolving fast. And that's most important. It's okay to arrive late. It's not okay to sit still. So we're not sitting still, we're moving fast. Any questions? I'm sorry, there's no one.
I have an important question. What's your prediction for tonight's game? Kev.
My answer is gonna upset the Madrid fans, and I care less about that. I hope we win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm also Hilali.
I just hope we win.
So, what do you have to do for your prediction? There's money on this.
Well, mentioning there's money on this, that's haram. So, yeah, I'm gonna skip that. I think it's gonna be 3-1 for us. Very ambitious, but yeah, I see it happening, inshallah. I'm so sorry, last question. Allah Africa.
So basically my question is, what obstacles have you faced while trying to get impact from, let's say, children, parents, the government, everyone, all stakeholders? So what challenges have you faced as someone who's trying to impact the people and changing their behavior? Because that's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah. I'll answer in two parts. One, because you brought up behavior, it's very important to always consider the behavior of the audience of your target audience. Because here in the Arab countries, you need to keep in mind, for so many years, football was the dominant sport. Now, over the years, this creates layers and layers of psychological barriers. So to overcome that, you need to step by step start creating the path. You minimize the intimidating big field. You simplify it by canceling all the tennis rules. There were no rules. We were not counting. We counted the points, but not in the same way the tennis was counting the points. And then we removed the expert trainer or the coach who keeps giving you instructions. There were no instructions. All our trainers and all our staff, they were trained to let go. This is not World Cup. Let them make mistakes. Let them hold the racket from the beginning or from the end or from the middle. Let them hold it like they're holding a plate. Do not go to so much technical details. Allow them to hold it. Let them feel it. And we have beautiful coaches and we have beautiful trainers that really invested in time into getting this to the kids. Once the kids, and this is something important, kids learn from kids. So if you get a big group of kids learning very fast, it automatically impacts the rest. So for us was like, let's break down the game. I had to learn tennis. I had no idea how that game. I thought it was like, but then you learn the etiquette of tennis. And this is what we taught the kids in schools and the workshops for the PE teachers. You cannot just cheer all the time. This game requires quiet. You only cheer when there's a point. So most of the kids or the audience who came to the finals, we looked at 20% of them already educated about tennis etiquette, and that was an achievement for us. Thank you, that's a beautiful question. Now it's not about the game, now it's about Razan. Guys, thank you so much.
In this life. So I will start my presentation with the most question that I've been asked when I started skydiving. Is the skydiving a safe sport? Skydiver and the skydiving, and the founder of the skydive agency, and also I'm a skydiving coach and instructor. Skydive, which we call it wind tunnel. So in this wind tunnel, I will show you that how we fly safe and what's the design or the system or the technical system we use it in indoor skydiving or in wind tunnel that we can fly safely, that we can enjoy during the fly, or we have safe spots. Design for the facility of the skydiving, we call it a drop suit, skydiving drop suit. So if you can see the green and the runway and the planes, and there is like the black square, so this is usually how we use it to design, because in skydiving from the outdoor is more simple, not complicated like indoor skydiving. We don't use a technical or system or like engine or like to use the air or something. We just, it really needs, we call it like high operational management to understand really what the skydiver or the clients need to have a safe activity or the safe experience in skydiving. So usually the first thing that we consider is the landing area, which is like we design it to be so flat space or destination and to be clear and to be so big. So even like the skydiver from the sky, from the above can see and to be visible for the skydivers. Because everything that is even a small space, we use it in the parachute, it really has a rule or has a task. And also we have two parachutes. One is the main and the other one is the emergency. And if something happened in the main one, we have a procedure, we call it emergency procedure. So I will just take away the main one and I will put the emergency. And in some cases, the emergency will open automatically by this.
What's your weight?
Okay.
So I said my weight is blah blah blah. He said no, the maximum weight is 100. So my question for you, what is the maximum weight required for a safety in both indoor skydiving and outdoor one?
So from my experience, we don't like ask about the weight as a number, because especially for men, when I've been like worked in Riyadh season for indoor skydive, so I had two customers, like they have like the similar age, but one of them, he's like around 100 kilos, but he's not fat, he's like, it's his muscles. So when I flew with him, it was his, and like the opposite one, like,
Hello, welcome to our booth. So we are Sonic Sports, French manufacturer. So we design and we manufacture sport equipment from A to Z. So we manufacture the metal parts, so galvanized steel, aluminium, and nets as well. So yeah, from A to Z, and we work in collaboration with World Federation. So FIFA, FIBA, World Athletic, FIH for the hockey, BWF. So we are exclusively B2B. Means that we're working with local installers and distributors in KSA. Right. We're from Coastal Holding. We do many different things. We're here in Fsb on behalf of our sporting division, where we make the stadium seats. So as you can see in the back there, we did 6 World Cup stadiums for Qatar, the Qatar World Cup. And now we're in Saudi Arabia manufacturing locally with the LCGPA and NISA and support of a lot of agencies to bring the highest quality seats in Saudi. So that's one of our verticals. We also do a bunch of other things, but we'll focus on seats for now.
Saudi Arabia. Gap. CAR. Please.
Hello, my name is Abdul Majid. I'm the center manager at Cloud Spaces here in the beautiful Riyadh. Please come by, pass by, and step at Cloud Spaces at the Kingdom Tower in the heart of Riyadh.
So we do skate parks, architecture for skate parks, landscaping for skate parks, and everything around action sports, basically. So whatever you need, architecture, design, construction, production, that's us right here. Find your hands.
عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. احنا شركة أكاسيم، شركة ألعاب أطفال ومطاط وعشب صناعي وملاعب بادل زي ما انتم شايفين. بنستورد وبنصدر، نستورد وبنركب كل من هذه المنتجات. ولله الحمد احنا مبيعاتنا تتجاوز سنويا 100 مليون. ولله الحمد نشتغل في جميع أنحاء المملكة. وشكرا ليكم، واحنا ويلكم تو أكاسيم. نكون على تواصل.
السلام عليكم. احنا شركة بيت التطور للحلول الحديدية. عندنا كافة أنواع الحديد. احنا موردين ومصنعين للحديد، موجودين في الرياض. هذه ده مصانعنا اللي موجودة: الشبك الممدد، شبك البقلاوة، ألمنيوم، حديد، ستانلس، نصنع السياجات. عندنا القسم فابريكيشن، ستيل ستراكشر.
So we have trading section here, channel, beams, tubes, flat bar, slow tube, pipes also we have stock. CNC profile also. Very good. Thank you. Thank you.
احنا مصنع شغلة المطاط، مصنع هنا في الرياض. مصنع بينتج إعادة تدوير القطارات، بينتج المنتجات دي رو ماتيريال، الربر الحبيبات، والربر اللي هو البودرة. تمام، ده بيطلع طبعا من القطارات المعدة. واحنا موجودين هنا في الرياض، وعندنا المصنع بتاعنا طريق الخرج، ودي منتجاتنا. وعندنا كمان المنتج اللي هو الغيرة الخاص بالنجيلة الصناعي. بس فده احنا موجودين هنا في الرياض يعني. لأي ريكويرمنت، لأي حاجة، مصنع شغل.
Yes, how are you? I'm Engineer Rami from Pioneer Factory. We supply and install the rubber tiles like that design. We supply and install the acrylic paint for outdoor sport courts like basketball, volleyball. That's our products. And we have another products like rubber tiles, control, and I-design, PPDM. We have another products like PPDM Sport, bioacrylic Sport. That's our kit. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for visiting us. Garfama Factory is born in 2000, which is 25 years in the market. We produce rubber tiles in-house, made in Bahrain, and we supply and install all type of sports flooring, acrylic, BU, weight for system, and we do playground equipment with the 3 brands from France, up to lifetime warranty. Our rubber flooring is up to 5 years warranty. Thank you so much. Okay.
Hi, my name's Bill. I'm the managing director of Riyadh. We're an American-based company who manufacture articles of glass for landscape and sports. We're here in Saudi Arabia, opposite to see the opportunities, and we're totally amazed at this show. We look forward to the future and supporting Saudi Arabia, the 2030 vision. Assalamu.
Hello, welcome to Salema Mining. We are a company with more than 40 years old, and we are here in the Fsb Summit, promoting the phyto seeds for natural grass. We are agents in exclusive for Saudi Arabia of phyto, and we are promoting the natural grass seeds for overseeding in winter for golf courses and football pitches. Also, we present here 2 new varieties for football pitches and 1 variety for landscape.
Just to talk about our company, we are a company in installing football, playing tennis, playing and paddle, and we create from scratch for that. All these things we are including our work. So this is what I can say in short way about our company. But if you can just come within 10 minutes, our executive manager, he can speak better than me in English, and he can explain all our work in detail if. So this is what I can say about our work in our company. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
عندي أغراض